Hi, welcome to MESArc. I'm Megan, and today we're going to be doing the build video for the MF Wolverine version 2. So now that we have all the pieces in front of us, let's go over them. These are all the pieces for the airfoil that I was talking about earlier that we'll have to piece together individually. These are the pieces for the bottom fuselage and like the belly pan. And then this is the main wing. You have the supports, the canopy, and then the stabilizers. We can look at your electronic components. So you have a 22-12-6 motor, 2 metal gear servos, a 40 amp speed controller, but you could use a 32, and then an ESC, and then the 2 control horns and some extra glue. Alright, so the first thing that I like to start off with is the main wing piece. And to put this together, you're just going to throw some glue like on the top edge of this. And then you're gonna stick them together. And then you're gonna grab a piece of tape. And then just throw it over that. And then you're gonna flip it around this side with a piece of tape. And then you're going to do that on the other side. So then the last piece of this is to put your struts in. You just fold them in half, throw some glue down, and then stick them in. So now after you've done your main wing, it's time to do the airfoil. To start, I like to lay it all out so you can see how it looks. And then you can either start with like a small piece or a big piece. I like to start with this one. So what you do is you take a piece of tape. That's like the length of this side. And then you put it on this top. Or like you put it face down. And then you're gonna like come over, and this just goes right at this joint here. And you place it right there. And then you're gonna fold over and so you get the bend. And then you're gonna take your glue and throw it like right in here, on here, and then back here. Then you have to hold it for a few seconds, and then you're good. So that concludes this side of the wing. You're going to want to make sure you do this one last so you can line it up with the bottom fuselage, and then you can do the other side. And I know it's a little time consuming, but it'll turn out really well and it'll look really cool. So the next thing you can do is start on the belly pan. It's really simple. You just have to take these and like line them up, and then you're gonna tape, like do the glue and then tape again. So now it's time to do the bottom fuselage. So you're gonna dig out all these holes, and then you're gonna make sure that these are like gonna be able to fit in. And then you're gonna take your glue gun and make a line like all the way down. On both sides. Then you're gonna stick this in. And then you can use your motor mount to see if you have like the right angle in here. So it looks like that's gonna be pretty good. So for extra support, I like to put glue, like run it along the outside. And then even the insides, but you wanna make sure not to put too much like right here, because this has to be able to fit right into there really nicely. So. So now you're ready to put the motor mount in. The most important thing is to make sure it's going to be like nice and level. Like so it's, you can do it with the propeller on so you can know if it's like tilted down or up. So you're going to take the glue and you're going to put it on the wood pieces. And then you're going to throw a little bit in here. And then you can just slide it right in. And then hold it to make sure it stays in place. Okay, so now it's time to put the belly pan and the fuselage onto the main wing. So you're going to flip this over and make sure you know where it's going. So these two holes are going to be going here, and then these two are going to be going here. So you're gonna just put some glue right down in the middle. On both sides. And then you're gonna put this on. Okay, so now it's time to finish the belly pan. So you're just gonna throw glue down this. It's not working. Oh, there we go. Okay, down this line, and then you can just pop them into place. So now that we have this on, we can start to finish the wing and the top. So I'm gonna use like the tape flip over method thing. So like put a piece of tape along here. And then place it on here, make sure it's all lined up. And then you can flip it over and glue it. And then you're also gonna throw glue along here too, so you can bring it down. So you're gonna line like this piece up with this corner here, and then you're gonna grab like a piece of tape to like hold it together for temporary. And then you're gonna kind of work like this edge down with your thumb a little bit, just to kind of give it a little bend so it sticks to this piece, and then you can tape that also. And then just wait till that dries. So now once that dries, you can take the tape off and you'll have like nice clean lines. Just be careful when you're taking the tape off, because if you have paper then it might stick a little bit. But after that we can start working on this part up here. So I like to take a piece of tape and stick it to this middle piece, and then you can bring these together and fold it up real nice, like on the outside. And then you can just glue in these channels and it'll be rock solid. So now we're gonna be working on this canopy piece that'll go in here. So you just wanna open up these channels and then you can glue them like down these lines. And then you're gonna stick it in here, and you're just gonna let it dry that way, because when you take it out, then you'll have that shape. And yeah, so the next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna want to finish like the shape of the front. See, like right now these are kind of like hanging out and this is like flopping all over the place. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna remove this and get a piece of this tape, and then you're gonna kind of like bend this down and you're gonna tape this onto here. So gonna go like that. fold that down into there, and then you can cut this off. And then you're gonna do that on both sides. Time to finish off the nose. It should be dry by now, so you can take off the tape. So you're pretty much gonna do the same thing for this top part. You're gonna do glue.
I want to make sure you get on the tip or else it won't. Okay.
So you're gonna just put this on here, and then you're gonna use the tape to like mold it on. Okay, so while that's drying, you can move on to the canopy part. So you're just gonna take tape and like run it along these lines that were split. And then you're gonna put glue in it. And you don't need a lot, just enough to hold it together. And you're gonna do the same thing as this one, so you're gonna like match it up to see where it goes, and then you're gonna just hold it there so it dries in like that shape. But once that dries, you can take the support tape off. And then the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna glue these together so that there like aren't as many pieces. And then I'm gonna get some more tape for support while that dries. And then once that's dry, I'm probably gonna just put some Velcro in here and then on here. So then when I need to take it off, I can just slip this on and then it'll stick right there. So the last thing you need to do is put on the stabilizers. So you're just gonna pinch these to make sure they're gonna go into the holes. And my design calls for them to be straight up and down, so that's how you do it. Just throw glue on and stick them in. And then just glue along the edge for support. So now the last thing we have to do is put in the electronics. So we have some great videos in the past that you can check out that show you pretty much how to do it, but I'll just give you a quick overview. So there are already slots designed for the servos. You can just put them in there. And then you just put your control horns on and line them up. And then you just feed your wires in through here into the middle. So now we can look at how they're all connected together. You want your ailerons in the elevator and aileron slots, doesn't matter which. And then you want your ESC plugged into your throttle, and you might need extensions since they're kind of far away. So first you're going to turn this on, and then you're going to plug this in. You want to make sure that your throttle's off so you don't like cut your hand off or something. And then when you go like up, then they should both be going up, and then when you go down, they should both be going down. When you go right, the right one should be up, and then when you go left, the left one should be up. And then when you do turn your throttle on, make sure the air is like going back. Thank you for watching my build video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. You can support the program and buy the kit from Altitude Hobbies, but now I think I'm ready to fly, so let's go.